So for starters, what we're going to be using to sanitize the water is going to be the Frog at Ease. It's called Frog at Ease. It's the Smart Chlor system, and it uses chlorine, free chlorine, and it dispenses it evenly as it's demanded. So as it needs it, it dispenses more. This silver cartridge is chlorine, and this blue cartridge is silver and copper. It's silver chloride to condition the water. Silver also sanitizes. This is going to last somewhere between 20 and 30 days depending on how much bacteria goes in the water. So this will have to be monitored, and I brought you 3 replacements, okay? So there's 3 and 1, that's 4 months.
Where I can purchase it?
Well, we sell it in my store, but you could probably find it in any spa dealership, even right there in Sacramento.
Okay.
Okay. This is the mineral cartridge. This lasts for 4 months. And since this lasts for 4, I brought you 3 more so that you have 4 months worth. Okay.
Okay.
And then when this is all used up, this at 4 months, this is no good. Even if it still has pellets, there's not leaching any minerals any longer. Okay. These, when you check them and you test if the chlorine levels are low, this is the color the chlorine should be on the test strip, and I'm going to show you a test in a minute. But if this is pale and looks really low, you need to check this. So you take it out, let the water drain out, shake it. If it still has product in it, you open it up farther. Okay?
Can you show?
It has a dial on the bottom. And right now, this spa has about 400 gallons. So for this one, at 350 to 450, we're going to set it on number 4. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to start with it there on 4. This one, for the mineral cartridge, it on all of them it says to start it on number 7. So we're going to take it around to 7, and then it will produce minerals in the water for 4 months. Okay? So these go in this dispenser. And in the filter area, let me show you. This side has the nut. If you look in there, it has the standpipe, and it has the nut to tighten against the filter or loosen away from the filter. When the filter's in place, this pushes down in there, okay? Goes on the threads on that pipe, go right in here. And this blade on this goes in the pleats on the filter. That helps to stabilize it. So the mineral cartridge goes on this side. The chlorine cartridge goes in toward. It's going to go here. Okay? That's the way it's going to be installed. Set that aside for a moment. This package is the Jump Start. This is going to initially boost the chlorine levels and get them up and make sure that the water is sanitized. And anytime that you test and the chlorine levels are 0, you need to use a little bit of this to get them back up.
Okay.
Because the cartridge by itself won't do it. Okay. I'm going to cut this open here, and then we'll save it. You can. I might have some tape in my car.
I see.
We can tape it shut, but we're going to use about half of it now, and then you'll have some more. When you get a chance, if you go by a spa store, you could buy a couple more of these just to make sure you have them.
To hear it.
Yeah. Okay. So first thing we're going to do a test. So make sure your hands are dry when you get these out, because water activates these test strips. So keep them dry. The end that comes out has room for your fingers. The instructions tell us to immerse the strip for 2 seconds, remove it, 1 shake, and then compare the colors. The top one up here is the chlorine. The next one down is total alkalinity. Then the pH, which determines, the acidity of the water. The lower this number, the more acid there is. So we don't want it to be too acidic. Then total hardness is the bottom one, okay? And that's important.
Let's check it out.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1 shake, compare, and you have 0 chlorine. Nothing, is white. The alkalinity looks nice, right in the green ideal range, you see? Right in that range is ideal. Perfect. Your pH is the next one. It looks a little bit low. This water's pretty acidic, okay? So we're gonna adjust it up. Your calcium, the total hardness, looks okay. It's not quite in the ideal range, but it's close. So we'll leave it alone. Okay, we don't need to worry about it too much.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, since we know the chlorine levels are low, we're going to add some of this. Right into the water. And that's probably almost half of it right there. Okay.
Oh,
Careful, you're not supposed to be snorting that stuff. It's not good. I'll tape this shut. Sorry, did I get you?
no, it's okay. Just a little bit.
All right. So we'll let that circulate. The reason this pump is turning off and on is because the water was so cold. It was only 52 degrees. It's 55 now, so it's heating up. But it's going to take a little while, and then it'll stop doing that, and it'll just run on low speed. Okay. But for now, I'm going to turn this pump on.
Can you show me how to operate?
Yeah, we're going to go over the whole
okay.
thing. But I just turned this pump on, and it's going to stay on now. It wants to stay on. So I'm going to turn it on, pump number 2. And we'll leave it running instead of letting it cycle off and on and let it mix the chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when we tested, we're not going to need this one. That's spa down. Your water's already very acidic, so I'm going to take that with me. There's no reason to leave a bottle of acid here. But this one is spa up. This raises pH and alkalinity. So it's sodium bicarbonate. That'll neutralize the acid in the water and bring the pH up into an ideal range. And as far as it is low now, I'm going to start with about a half a cap, okay? Inside there. And we'll test again in just a little while. And we'll see,
Okay.
we'll see if it made a difference, okay? We don't want to go too much too fast. Small adjustments make a small mistake. Okay. I'm going to show you how this filter gets installed.
How often should I change the filter?
Well, what we're going to do is go over that now. This one is 5 micron. This is a disposable filter. It goes inside of this one. When they're flush here, it's installed properly.
Okay.
This one is 20 micron, and this one is cleanable. This one can be washed, rinsed every week, after every visitor at the home. You can have it rinsed out. You know what I mean? Just take it out, the hose, wash it out. Okay.
Okay.
But at least once a month, clean it with a filter cleaning solution. And you might want to buy another one of these, order one up.
No,
You know
see.
what I mean?
I understand. Yeah.
That way you can alternate them. This will have approximately 1 year lifespan in this environment, probably 1 year. Okay.
How about disposable?
This one about 6 months
6 months. Okay.
max. Okay. Sundance recommends every 90 days. And in this situation with short-term rental, maybe
It's a good idea.
days, maybe. Okay. So I'm going to take this around here and show you. If you look in here, there's a port on this side and the standpipe there. So this big port goes on the standpipe with the nut backed away all the way back to the spa. This nipple on the filter, you see this nipple? Once this ends on the standpipe, this nipple gets held into this port, and then you tighten the nut, okay? So I'm gonna go in, go on the pipe, bring it this way so that it lines up and gets centered into that port, and then I'm holding both filters this direction while I turn the nut tight, okay? So you bring the nut all the way till it's snug up against, and then it holds it in place.
Okay. Now,
That's it.
when I will install this one?
Yep.
Okay.
So this, go right
Just
in,
straightforward. Yeah.
just like that. Okay.
Let me make it actually. Okay.
Make sure it's kind of over this way as far as it can, so it doesn't get in the way of this. Okay. Very good. This part. Okay.
And you promised to show me where is drainage.
Yes. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to put this in place. And then the drain, you get a hold of this panel at the top, pull straight out. Okay. These barrels go into the metal retainers. These clips go into these mortise cutouts in this. Okay.
Okay.
So you can open this. There's a washer inside. Make sure that washer stays in the cap. Make sure this fixture right here, make sure this is tight on here, because if it gets loose, you're going to have a leak. Okay, so make sure that's snugged up nice and tight. And then with this off, open the valve, close the valve. Okay, so a garden hose will fit this if you want to take the garden hose and run it. Okay, make sure that's off, this is tight, and then thread this on. And make sure that it goes up nice and high as you can, and put it back, put that clip back around it. But make sure this end is up high like so, okay? That way it's not hitting here. Put this back in. Make sure it's in snug, both top and bottom, okay? That way things are insulated well. Tuck that in. Make sure this, you have to put it at an angle so that these, you have to push them in. You see what I mean? You have to flex them. And then line this up, pop it in place. Pretty
Good. Yeah, and what about operating with that guy?
Yep. So, this is your temperature setting up and down. Set to 102. I don't know what temperature you want it set to. 104 is the max that it's allowed to heat. It can be adjusted down. What do you think? 101?
101, okay.
Yeah, 101, 102.
I understand.
This with it on a normal setting, it will heat up to 102, and then the heater will shut off. It'll gradually cool down to 100 degrees. The heater will kick on and take it back to 102. Okay. Little icon on the left is torch flame. The little flame that tells us the heater is on. That's your heater indicator.
Okay.
This R is a mode. We're going to leave it with the R standing up. If the R is laying down, you need to refer to your owner's manual, because you may not want that. Okay. So this is a menu button. Go through temperature. You see this is flashing. There's a little arrow flashing. If I touch the up or down button, now that arrow is aiming downward. You see? Then it's only going to heat to temperatures of 85 and below. So we want that up. Okay, the little triangle aiming up. Okay. And we'll go temperature mode. It has the R flashing. So if I lay the R down, it's IR now, and I'm not sure what that stands for. They've changed so much programming, but the factory default is with it upright. Okay, so we're going to leave it that way. Set time. We're going to set the time. It is 12:44. That's right on time. 12:44 p.m. Perfect time already. Flip, with it on flip, if you hit a button, it'll turn around so you can read the primary temperature display from inside. You see, it turned it around.
Oh,
I turned it around. Okay. Yep. So we'll go past flip, lock, hold, filter 1, that's a filtration cycles. We're going to leave it on the factory settings. filter 2, and then preferences, utilities. Those are all things that you should read in your owner's manual, okay?
Okay.
Because if we go through it now, we'll mess up programming that's factory set, and there's no reason to. It's almost better to leave it that way. And you
Okay.
can, yeah. And then I'm going to show you where you can download the owner's manual, okay? Your light button, the little icon, when the lights are on, there's a little icon there, okay, with the light bulb. And you have pretty colors. They're all one intensity. When I shut it off and back on, it goes to a new color. Off, on, another color, and so on. And one of the settings, if nobody's touched it for several hours, the first time it's turned on, it'll cycle through the colors all by itself, okay? Anytime the light is on, these exterior lights are on to illuminate the steps. There's just a little bit of light on both sides.
Okay.
Yep, and those are always white, they're not colored. Pump number 1, we'll shut number 2 off. Pump number 1 is running on low speed. It'll run on low speed anytime it needs to heat and anytime that it has a filtration cycle. Okay, so it's
pretty
running.
quiet.
It's running on 1 now on low speed, and it has the small icon of 1 with small little rays coming out. And then if I go on high speed, it has, now it's going to have longer. Okay, and then pump number 1 runs this left side of the spa, all of this side. This is the air injection into these jets, air into this whole side, okay?
Okay.
Takes the air out. Pump number 2 runs this side, and it's a single speed, high speed only. This injects air into this whole side of the spa.
So you recommend that if it's in warm mode, we have to use pump one with low speed, correct?
Yeah, it's anytime it needs to heat, it's going to run it on its own. It's going to run all by itself.
Oh.
It's going to kick on, and it's going to run it on low speed. And as you can tell, we'll turn this off. That's low speed, so it's very quiet. Should not bother the people in this room.
Perfect.
Yeah, it should be pretty quiet. It's a pretty quiet spa. And then with that pump running on high speed, still pretty quiet. Pump number 2, that's everything running. This is the air.
What are these knobs about?
Okay, that's the water pump.
Ah, it's photo.
So anytime that pump is running low speed or high speed, the water pump is running. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll leave that running on low speed, and we're going to test the water again. One more test and see how we're doing. 1, 2, 1 shake, compare. And the chlorine levels are up a little bit with the chlorine, but it's not quite dark enough. I'm going to put more of that jump start in, okay? Alkalinity still looks good. pH is still very low. See how yellow it is? Pretty low. I want it to get up here in this ideal range. See, it's not quite there. So I'm going to put more of the spa up. Okay, I'm going to put more. And today, before you leave, test, and if it needs it, put a little more.
I will be here.
Yeah. Try to get it balanced, because that'll be important. I'm going to put the rest of this in here, because I think it's going to need it, okay? And we'll just make sure it's good to go.
Could you tell me, is a 50 amp breaker is enough for
Yes.
this?
Yeah, it's perfect. Very normal. I'm going to put these instructions in here and the quick start guide. This is all trash, but you might want to keep it so that you know what you're getting.
Of course, yeah. I will keep it in garage.
And in this bag, you have some keys for the cover locks, okay, for little children. Quick start guide, which we've already gone through everything, me and Jay, but we made sure everything was good. In this quick start guide, when you open this up, you scan that QR code, and that way you can download your owner's manual. Okay? There's warranty information here. I'm going to register the warranty for you, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. But there's more information about it in here, but we just don't want to ever let anybody know that it's short-term rental.
Okay.
That's between you and me, okay? All right. So this is important. This stuff needs to be stored somewhere indoors. That's good. We'll test one more time. This, you're still working on this. You maybe need more, okay?
Okay.
Before you finish today. Put this in the car. Okay, now I think we can put the steps here and